Welcome back, thank you very much for joining me. Today is a great day. Finally we are getting Ghost Wars PvP for Ghost Recon Wildlands. And they've released a post basically telling us what they've updated and changed since the open beta to the release. So I just want to run through that with you quickly. They received tons of feedback from the open beta players and they wanted to share the changes that they've made to the game following the test. If you want to know the changes that happened between the closed and open beta, they do give a link, and I will give a link to this whole post in the description below. But I don't like to mess about, I like to get straight into things if you've not seen any of my videos, so I'm just going to pile straight into it. They have said that they will be adding elements such as new classes, new maps and new game modes, and to keep an eye out for those, but at least we've got something for the time being. I'm not going to kind of hold my breath for those because it's taken them 6 months to get to this point, but hopefully the fact that we've got the entire structure in place, it won't take too long. But they do say that they do have scheduled patches, so we'll just wait and see when that patch is. General progression. Now in the open beta we were allowed to go up to level 11. The progression system is now 100% operational, they've said, and they estimate that we'll need to reach level 50 to unlock everything. Basically once you get to level 50 that is when you can prestige. The main source of experience on the activities is in-game actions such as kills, assists, revives, marks, headshots, that will earn you XP, and also out of match XP. This is attributed by the number of matches you win, completions, so basically how long you've been in the game, if you're on a streak, stuff like that. I expect that that's going to work that way. Gaining XP will allow you to unlock classes, perks, bonuses or additional weapons. Like I said, they're estimating 50, but once you hit level 50, you'll then be able to prestige. This then takes you back to level 2. At that point, basically at level 2 you'll have one class, one perk and a bonus available to you, so you're not going in as a completely fresh recruit, and from that point you'll just then go working through the levels again. Now there is 10 prestige stages, that's a lot of levels, that's a lot of playing. Let's see how long it takes to get to level 50 and then we can kind of gauge how long it's going to take to get up to 10 prestiges. But as you get to each prestige stage, they will give you free weapon paints as a bonus applicable to all weapons. So it's a nice little bit of customization and you'll be able to see straight away if somebody's prestige. As we move on, they said during the open beta regarding marking, many players requested the option to remove auto marking. They're excited to announce that they've added this option to toggle off the auto marking feature for those who want to play the hardcore way. In order to activate this option, go to your in-game settings and you'll see there are also other hardcore elements. They're going to be detailed later on, but we'll just wait and see. Basically, if you want to put yourself at a disadvantage to some other people, feel free. You know that it's going to make life tougher for you, but at the end of the day, it's down to playing the game that you want to play. They said that there was issues related to the open beta, which I think we were all aware of. They can confirm the black screen issue that prevented you from matchmaking has gone. They fixed that. They did say this at the time that the open beta was released, but it wasn't in that version of the game that they put out for the beta. The second thing is they have also fixed a bug which allowed players to start the match before the end of the countdown. That's a handy little thing because you don't want the other team moving or getting into position before you, because it can completely throw the balance of the game. And finally, on the audio side, the mute player option will now remain mute for all the rounds. Some players have had an issue where the sound was gradually muffled, but it does appear that they've now fixed this, or that's what they've said. Finally, they've got new classes. All 12 classes are available for Ghost Wars. This is the Scout, Pointman, Tank, Enforcer, Sniper and Artillery, and they're bringing the Assassin, Diversionist, Medic, Ranger, Sentinel and Tech to the combat area. You can learn more about these classes from their videos, or I will also be doing some videos on each of these classes once I've got into them. They're adding 3 more maps on from the beta. We've got one called Mountain Village, which offers plenty of protection from detection and enemy fire, while a few rocky overlooks on its outskirts provide ideal positions for tactical recon. The combination of open fields and tight urban spaces allows for a variety of strategies and playstyles. Yes, strategies, because it's all about a strategy. It's quite a bit of an in-depth, kind of emotional thing about that. It's like just going to Dust Town, an abandoned village at the end of San Mateo Canyon. Instead of being spotted on the main road, you could flank the enemy team from the upper hills or use any of the surrounding buildings, like the school as a vantage point. Whichever approach you choose, Recon will be the key to turning the tide of battle. See what I mean? They've put a bit of effort into that. I like that. Moving on to the next one, Caca Farm, where depths of close quarter combat will find all the cover they need in a dense rainforest and farm it surrounds. But beware of the enemies who could easily escape your detection and take you by surprise. So that seems like it's going to be a real close quarters, in your face battle. So that's great that we've got 3 more. They've said that regarding the maps, we already know they fixed an issue where players could remain stuck between trees on Pilgrim's Retreat, and corrected the boundaries on the Desert Outpost map to prevent players from getting out of bounds. They're just simple little tweaks to those maps, but I'm sorry to the person that found out that you could get stuck between trees. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Well, they've gone on, they've also said about their matchmaking. Their matchmaking system is performing well with a success rate of 98% and an average join time of 27 seconds. That's not bad at all. That's very good figures. Well done, Ubisoft. Let's hope that you can maintain that. Historically, you know what Ubisoft servers have been like. They've been temperamental, but we'll see. But as the quality of the matchmaking experience is important to them, they don't hesitate. They want you to give them feedback on their forums. So let's just see how this goes, and over time we will of course be able to tell them where they've got their bugs and their problems, like getting stuck between 2 trees. Moving on, there is some PC specific changes. They fixed several issues related to the PC version. One was the key binding reassignment issue, where keybinds would reassign differently unused keys after manually changing between 2 keybinds. Basically that just sounded like a load of gibberish coming out of my mouth, because I'm not a PC player, but some of you PC players might understand that. Players that lost the ability to use their drone can use it again, and they fixed an error with 2.00006 cannot create service, where players could not start the game due to an EAC error. So a little bit of technical fixes there, but you know, at least they've fixed it. Fingers crossed for you PC players. I feel sorry that you've got to wait another 2 days for it to come out, but that's the way it goes. Finally, they've said the Ghost Recon network has been updated and revamped to introduce Ghost Wars. Homepage now displays a slideshow with the most important news. It keeps an eye out for exclusive community content. You'll also be able to browse your stats as well, which is always handy because everybody likes to have a look at their stats and see how they're doing. They've also updated the Recon app as well to bring the PvP maps to a satellite view. You'll now be able to display the map on a second screen, see your teammates' locations and class as well as their drones. And, well, that's nice. To the players which have the advantage to be able to put the app beside you and run it in real time, whether it's on a PC, if it's on a tablet, that's going to give you a little bit of an edge. It's not going to, well, we'll just have to wait and see, but for those that like to sweat it out a bit, that's a nice little bit of, you know, it's like your little command centre when you're out there in the field. They've also gone on and said that there will be continuing about cheating, the rules of engagement. You know, basically if you're going to be an arsehole and you're going to cheat, you're going to get banned eventually, you're going to get caught out, so don't even bother. If you're a scrub and you need stuff like that, like aimbots and all those other little hacks, just go home. What's the point in playing? Just push the button down and get some skills, scrubs, get some skills. But anyway, that has been my kind of review of everything they've changed between the open beta and release of the full beta. I hope that you have enjoyed this. I've just had some general gameplay in the back. Might have scrubbed it up, might have done well, not too sure as I haven't picked out the videos, but I just wanted to bring you all this news and information. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me, and until next time, take care.